What's up, team? In this video, we run through a few warning signs that your business is just coping and is not really helping you achieve your goals, and it's at the risk of being disrupted. People are adopting technology so quickly nowadays that barriers to entry to a lot of industries have really gone down. So things like the increase, the efficiency, the speed at which technology uptake is happening, things like how much of an impact technology can have on business now, as well as just the number of hungry young startups wanting to get into business means that competition has gone through the roof. That's why it's super important to always be fine-tuning and sort of recalibrating in your business. The first sign that your business is coping and that there's a good chance that it will be disrupted by a new up-and-coming competitor is that you haven't reviewed your business in at least 12 months. For some people, it's you haven't reviewed it ever. So the things I'm talking about when I say review are things like your systems, your procedures, and whether your business is helping you achieve your goals. With the speed of how many new apps and efficiency technologies which are coming onto the market and how quickly they're being adopted and how much of an impact they can have on business, there's a very good chance that if there's been a process that you've been doing for the past 1, 2, 3 years, there's a good chance that there's a better way to do it now. The reason why it's important to know that from a systems and procedures point of view is if there's a better way to do something, that means there's a cheaper way, a more efficient way of doing something. And in the long run, all things being equal, say the quality of the output is equal, the person who's going to be able to do things at the lower cost is going to win. Money aside though, the other reason why it's so important to really know if there's a faster or more efficient way of doing things is for your own goals. And I'm not talking about your business goals, but your life goals, because your business should be a vessel to help you reach your goals. It's not the end point, it's just something that will help you achieve your goals. So if you're always, for example, pushing paper around and spending so long on certain processes, and there's a way which you could literally free up hours of your time, wouldn't those few hours of your time be better spent either with your family or growing your business? The second warning sign is you're the cook, you're the waiter, you're the cleaner, and then you're the advertiser, bookkeeper, butcher, whatever. You basically do everything in your business. Now, I understand it. If you're a startup, or you just don't have the resources around you, there's a good chance that you will be doing a lot of those things. Absolutely. But if your business is up and running and you're still doing all those things and it's out of a place of micromanagement and you just can't let go, then really you're hamstringing yourself both in life and business. So what that could look like is if you're spending all this time doing everything, there's a good chance that you're not going to be doing any of those things particularly well, and it means that you don't have any time to basically grow the business, and it also means you probably aren't deriving that much enjoyment from your business because you're frantically putting out fires here, here, and here. I absolutely know what that feels like, and being on both sides of the spectrum, I can tell you the difference is night and day. Even if you're a freelancer or a startup, at least know what things will just take up way too much time, and it's better to seek outside help. One really good tool that I learned from Tim Ferriss is the 2-hour question. If you only could spend 2 hours a week on your business, right? So that means you have no other time. You're only allowed to spend 2 hours a week. What are the activities you would do? So that includes what you feel is absolutely crucial to do, for you to do, the owner, the operator, and what you love to do. Now, what this little tip or this tool does is it helps weed out A, what you'd rather be spending your time on, and B, what you really should be spending your time on. Everything else you can design a process for, you can design a system for, or you can look for technology to try and automate as much of that as possible. Third warning sign that you're really not optimizing everything, and as a result, a competitor who is going to be optimizing everything will come and disrupt you, is that you are only using your advisor and your accountant to lodge tax returns. As a business coach and an accountant, I can tell you the tax return part is like 10%, if even less, of what we're capable of. And in this day and age, the definition of an accountant is really changing. Examples of what a good accountant or business coach or advisor, whoever you end up seeing about these things, should be able to help you with is they should be able to introduce to you the newest technologies and examples of systems which they've implemented themselves through experience or use themselves on how to basically help you save time, save money, and decrease your overheads. A good business coach and an accountant should also be able to help you map out your business, map out your goals as well. So you need to make sure that your personal goals and your business goals are aligned, because once again, the business is a vessel to take you from where you are to where you want to be. It's not the end point. So they should be able to give you a bit of direction and guidance with that. And through that, if you're too involved in your business and you really don't want to be, they should be able to help you design and basically weed out the processes which are in your head that you're unable to replicate, and build a system around it. Something where you can basically pull anyone off the street and get them to help you with it. I like to call this process McDonald'sing. That 13, 14-year-old kid, I'm not sure if that's still allowed to work at that age still, I'm not sure, but that 13, 14-year-old kid can make the Big Mac as just as well as, say, someone who's had a bit of experience there. That all being said, regardless of competition and being disrupted, I still think it's super important to constantly fine-tune the business, review it, and really seek great advice on not just a narrow focus, but looking at your business and your life as a whole, because it's going to help you free up more time. And time is going to be the thing which you get to choose how you spend it rather than being forced to spend it in a certain way. So we can always trade time for money, but there's nothing that we can trade for time. So that little investment to help you increase efficiency, meaning increase time, is invaluable. Once again, your business is a vessel to take you from where you are to where you want to be. So it's meant to help you reach your goals. It normally isn't the goal. And I've actually asked a few of my clients this, and the answer is always the same. Did you create your business just so you can have another full-time job? On that note, guys, I hope this has been useful. On that note, guys, done.